Welcome to Lake Atitlan. This lake has been nominated as one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is the most beautiful lake I've ever seen. Lake Atitlan is surrounded by 3 volcanoes and several villages. Today I will hop on a water taxi from the Mayan Village to travel to Santiago Atitlan, a local village with authentic Mayan culture. So I made it on the boat, the ferry going to Santiago Atitlan, and we're just waiting for the boat to fill up before it takes off. And it's a super nice day and really lucked out with the weather since it's the raining season. But even though it's so nice and it's so hot, I decided to sit in the front of the boat because I wanted to get the best views. So after waiting for about 15 minutes, the boat is finally full and we're taking off to Santiago Atitlan. I recently decided to move to Guatemala because I have fallen in love with the country, and this lake is my favorite place in all of Guatemala. Atitlan is the deepest lake in Central America and was formed approximately 84,000 years ago as a result of a volcanic eruption. The easiest way to explore and visit the villages around the lake is to pay for a water taxi. These taxis offer stunning views of the rolling hills and photogenic Mayan villages. Traveling by boat here often reminds me of traveling by water taxi to various villages in the Italian Riviera. We just got off the boat. I had to pay 25 quetzales just for a one-way here from Panajachel to Santiago Atitlan, and so far I'm really impressed. It's just incredibly beautiful here. I have this lovely view of the volcano right here from the dock, and I cannot wait to explore this village. This is my friend Juan. I just hired him to be my tour guide here. He's gonna take me around. This is his village. He speaks some Spanish, a little bit of English. Your native language is?
Tzutujile. My language is Tzutujile. Ok, aquí en Santiago hacen estos cuadros. A este se le conoce como la vista de pájaros o la vista de dron.
When I hired my tour guide Juan, I requested that he host this tour in Spanish since I am continuing to learn the language. Many people living in Guatemala will speak a local Mayan language, and here in Santiago some, but not all, will also speak Spanish. The community here has a strong indigenous and Mayan culture, which is represented in much of the art and handicrafts that are sold in the village. Santiago Atitlan is also the living place of the Guatemalan deity Maximón, who represents both the traditions of the indigenous and Spanish Catholicism. I will have the chance to meet Maximón later in this video. In the middle of the city here is this little area that shows you the terrain, and it shows you where Santiago Atitlan is on the map, surrounded by the volcanoes. It's really cool. Santiago Atitlan is right there, surrounded by all the volcanoes. This is the quetzal bird, the most famous bird here in Guatemala. I think this is actually like the national bird because their money here is called quetzales. So we are on our way to the viewpoint here before the clouds roll in. I don't even know if you can hear me because there's so many tuk-tuks going by. But what I was saying is we are on our way to the viewpoint right now before the clouds roll in. I don't even know if they're gonna roll in today. It's actually such a nice day. Since it's the rainy season, the clouds usually roll in every afternoon. But there's just barely any clouds right now. It's such an incredibly beautiful day. I feel so lucky. My friend Juan delivered nicely. He brought me here to this incredible viewpoint. I'm so freaking happy right now. I mean, this is just so beautiful and so stunning. And he just took a whole bunch of photos of me, which is nice because I actually brought my tripod with me today thinking I would take photos of myself, but
I have someone to take photos for me. This is turning out to be a really great day. Hey guys, so now Juan took me to the historical church here, and it is beautiful. One side of me is the church, the other side is the volcano behind me, and then there's some other historical buildings surrounding the entire square. This is really beautiful.
Juan took me inside the historical church built in the mid-16th century. St. James the Apostle Church is the most important and the oldest building in Santiago Atitlan. What is so unique about this church is that wooden statues of Christian saints line the walls, and these saints are dressed in local Mayan clothing. This is Maximón, a Mayan deity who smokes, drinks, is somewhat of a womanizer, but who also answers prayers. He hangs out in a dark room surrounded by local men, and without a doubt, Maximón is probably the most unusual and unique thing about visiting Santiago Atitlan.
So Juan keeps taking me to all these different places. I was like, where are we going? And it's like, you know, this little home back here. And it's like, as you can see, there's so much going on where people here, they combine the Catholic religion with their traditional, like, Mayan beliefs and culture as well. So glad I decided to do a tour instead of just walking around by myself. I highly recommend, if you come here, to book a tour with a tour guide like I did.
You're welcome! You're welcome! You want me from? Where you from?
Estados Unidos.
United States!
Yeah. Muchas gracias.
I speak Spanish, very good. I speak Spanish. You're welcome to Atitlan Lake. Dios la bendiga.
Muchas gracias.
Eran 100 ovejas que había que el rebaño. Eran 100 negras, llaman te cuido. Pero en una tarde, Dios la bendiga, al contarla todas, me faltaba una y triste.
Me gusta la música.
Dios la bendiga, Dios la bendiga.
I love the artwork here. It's like traditional Mayan artwork. And I decided to buy something for my mom. She wanted like some sort of Mayan sun for her house. And so I negotiated the price as usual, and we returned here and came back to this really nice man here, and he's packing it up for me so I can take it in my luggage. Muchas gracias, señor. So cool.
I ended my day exploring Santiago by visiting a women's weaving cooperative. The women in this village produce their own cotton and dyes to create vibrant traditional Mayan clothing worn by both men and women in the village.
This fabric that she's wrapping around her head is 25 meters long. This is just really incredible. Está bien. Muchas gracias.
Ahora tú, te voy a tomar una foto con ella.
Sí. Get out one photo.
Okay.
So they let me try it on too. I'm able to try on some traditional outfits here and this hat. So all this fabric here is 25 meters long. This is pretty incredible. And it's very sturdy as I'm wearing it. It's much more sturdy than I expected it to be. I really like it a lot. So, and she's so nice to show me how this works and to let me try on some of the traditional clothes. It's really beautiful here. I love it. Muchas gracias. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Juana? Sí. Mi nombre is Kerry. Kerry, yeah, soy Kerry. Yeah, muchas gracias. Okay. That was such a great day touring around Santiago de Atitlan. Time to head back now to Pana Hachal. I'm staying about walking distance from there. So I have to take the boat. They call it La Lancha here. I have to take the boat back across the water, which it's still a really nice day, so I'm looking forward to have the boat ride and seeing some more views of the volcanoes here.
Watching. If you enjoy this type of content, you can find more of my travel videos on my Facebook and YouTube channels, where I share videos of my travels to Liverpool and all over the world.